Good morning from Yummy BTV. Wishing you all well today. Sending lots of love to you as usual. Fresh from a great live last night. Absolutely loved it. Really, really funny, I know. You and I know what's going on. I love you all dearly. But I'm thinking this morning, and it's quite sad sometimes when I reflect, especially with the headspace I've got right now. And many of you have told me things since I've been out. Many told me in the past about certain things in the way that I'm doing them. You've got to work it out in some way. Addiction, the revolving door of crime, and repeating the same things over and over, over and over again with the same outcome. Why is it that everything since I've been out, you lot have told me, right? They told me back in the day, don't do this, but you've got to be careful about that. But you don't listen, but you wake up one morning and you say, hold on, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it this way now. I'm doing it that way now. But hold on, in the right way, safe way, keeping yourself safe, health, things. You get a chance to do that in later life, right? Many don't get the chance or succumb, sadly, as I'm finding out. But anyway, everybody told you, for the good, right reasons, to make you try and understand quicker. But we don't listen until we get to where we get to. I don't get it sometimes. That everybody could have told me, but I didn't pick up on it. Was your head blocked off? That you didn't know? That you got to, firstly, you got to keep yourself safe, healthy, do the best you can with what you got. Life's hard enough as it is. But everything you told me, I wake up and say, yeah, but I've got to do it that way and this way. But then they told you to do it that way, Samson. But hey, maybe some of you don't have to wait as long as me, right? But I'm also thinking about those early traumas, this morning. It's only a quick video, but those early bits, the childhood, right? I was talking to a few of my followers the other day who was breaking down. A young girl went home when she was young and mum and dad's not there, broken-hearted forever, traumatized. 9, 10, 11 years old, vital moments in a child's development, as we say. When we come from, some of us, we didn't commit crime or anything. We came from what they used to call broken homes, meaning your families and all that, parenting, weren't equipped to look after you. They were struggling with their own problems and vulnerabilities as well. My parents were both in hospital. The day that they came, social services, my godfather, Mr. Hall, was there, another angel. All the neighbours were in the house. They came in and they was pulling us away and we didn't want to go. My sisters were screaming, all that noise. You're broken-hearted, going to an alien place of a children's home where they're meant to take care of you. And, all right, they're not going to be your parents, but the one thing you've got to be when you take on jobs like that is you've got to know where that child is coming from. The worstest thing you could do, I was talking to another man the other day, and is make them feel bad as kids and tell them that they're no good and be horrible to them and blah, blah, blah. Because that's what they're going to believe and fall into. So that's poor self-esteem. That's the way it starts. Many of us out here know what it feels like with rejection and being adopted and having nobody whatsoever. But we know that when we're looking at young children, we know that we've got to make them feel good about themselves. Because we don't want them to feel the same way that we did. Facts, man. And if you don't know that, then I say the conscience, wicked. Falls into wicked. And I got analysed by those big psychiatrists. My story, sad, not mad, not bad. Possibly, I suggest, John Power, that because even though I was all alone and lost as a kid, people's mothers and angels from certain places saw innocence and vulnerability and moved decisively without me understanding. My school teacher told you she used to come and visit me, but I didn't like it because for some reason, it wasn't my mum, was it? So, but they spotted it and they wanted to give you that little bit of love and was there, which I believe those significant events stopped me and many others from being total psychopaths, right? Because you had those bits of love from different areas at vital times, right? And those psychopaths never, the things that they felt from, has to come from somewhere. where that evilness and wickedness, something has had to happen to you around mum or something like that, where you detest women or you got hatred for them, you know. So you do it a different way. You do it that way where you victimized yourself or violate, but you're going to make somebody else feel the same way. Many of us come from a sad places, mate, but we still recognize that you can't make people feel the way you yourself felt when neglect, rejection, loss, love, that kind of stuff. You know that you're to lift, make them feel better about themselves. You're not going to do the same things what hurt you, because you know that deep down, that might, if it hurt you like that, it's possibly going to hurt them. Simple things of the reason, I think in the psych sometimes it is all, I know that, and you reason it all out. You know, I mean, very, very sad. I'll be interviewing some real, some of my followers, some other big namers as well, coming very, very soon. But we'll be looking into those early developments as well. And again, I say, why does it take so long for some of us? Because you've rightly said, you ain't been out long enough before, Sam. But you work it all out. But some don't get the chance. They succumb to that life or find it hard to live with themselves. And probably a lot of shame and guilt with some of the things a lot of men have come through with me over the years really feel about some of the stuff they've done. Don't feel good at all. Or if you ain't got a conscience, then the bitterness, cynical, always putting people down. You know what I mean? Spreading no love, hate the world. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Say no more, right? Coming up soon. Let me go and get one together for you. Loads of love. Stay strong.